Welcome to the Offshore Club's fun-filled, fact-filled, fast-paced, blockbuster podcast, Coffee with Carib Carter, coming to you exclusively from where the sun never sets on the good life at a great price. And now, fill up your favorite coffee mug and join your expert and your guide, Carib Carter Clues.
Hi, this is your buddy Carib Carter. I'm way up here in the wild hills of West Virginia. You see the Potomac River behind me there, and see that cliff? The kids jump off that into the water, which I wouldn't even know when I was young, let alone now. But they do it and they have a great time. And it's, you know, it's wonderful up here. As I've told you before, it's as far as you can get from government and still be in this country. And I'd advise you to go a step further and get out altogether. That's what the Offshore Club is all about. That's what Coffee with Carib Carter is all about. And I'm your offshore amigo. And today, because I am way up here in the woods of West Virginia, you know, I don't have the connection to do my usual internet report. Up here we have two cans worth of string. But so what I want to do something that I think you're going to have fun with, and might give you a good opportunity that I really believe in. We're going to do not the best of Coffee with Carib Carter, but the best of $1,000 Realtor Caribbean. You know, that's every week, past 12 weeks, I brought you a property that for only thousands of dollars, you can buy. Some of these are beachfront, some of them are gorgeous homes in the mountains, some of them are homes in Freedom Village owned by ECI Development, incredible price. You recall one of them, Grand Pacifica, $130,000, a brand new beachfront home right on the ocean in Nicaragua, gorgeous. But today we're going to bring you 6 of my favorites, and now we're going to have a contest. I love contests, as you know. One of these that we're going to bring you is I am signing and buying the car. My wife and I, this coming week, we are buying. I don't want to tell you any more about it because here's what I'm going to do. The first 3 of you who send me an email to caribcarter7@gmail.com, caribcarter7@gmail.com, I will give you a free bag of sweet, delicious Honduran coffee. I'll send it to you, my expense, yours free. Okay, we're going to do the best of $1,000 Realtor Caribbean, okay, with Carib Carter. And if you tell me which of the 6 are the best that I've chosen is the one that I'm buying this week, okay? I almost let slip where it is. I'm not going to do that. First 3 of you that guess it right, I'll send a free bag of delicious Honduran coffee. That, by the way, when I pay for it, is a contribution to help young orphans in Honduras. So it's all the best. It's all the best of both worlds. Your coffee, good from the very first. You know, Maxwell used to say, good to the last drop. This is good from the very first sip. Okay, and so I've got super producer Brian has put together my favorite top 6. Of what will be, I think, your favorite Caribbean property. Buy one of these, grab it. I tell you exactly how to get hold of it in the report. And so, as we always say every week, let me grab this. I don't have my coffee with me. I have something that I really love, though. I should have had it closer, shouldn't I? As we say every week, I think this is going to be a monster program. So, there we go, a monster program. Let's do this thing, all right? Thank you. So go somewhere where you can live like you did get a $6 million retirement, and that's the Caribbean. These countries I tell you about, and just to prove my point, let's talk about the $1,000 listing Caribbean. As all of you know, I took that from Ryan Serhant's TV show, $1 Million Listing New York. If any of you get a chance to read his book, Big Money Energy, it's well worth reading. It'll help you get the spunk and the spirit to make the move to do this thing. All right. Let's talk about $1,000 listing. You can buy a home in Central America cheaper than you're renting now. Any proof of that? Okay, let's look at, you know, last week I told you about Grand Pacifica. It's the most beautiful resort in Nicaragua, residential resort community. You live there. And one of the most beautiful in all of Central America, all of the Caribbean. And I told you can get a home there, you know, under 200,000 would cost you, you know, 500 to 1,000 to a million here in and then if any of you watched Roving with Rachel this past week on the Offshore Club, if you didn't, make sure to watch it. $90,000 for a beach home in Belize on Ambergris Key, the one that Madonna sang the song Island Beautiful, Isla Bonita. Yeah, can't beat that. You can't beat that. So, but today, let's talk about, I like to bring you sometimes those in a residential resort communities because I can help you. I can help you get a great deal on those. Watch Mike Cobb every Friday on his open mic, and he owns a lot of these places. He can give you a good deal. Say, hey, Mike, I love what you said. How about a good deal? The guy's a businessman, and he's a good guy. But I like to also do one-offs. So let me tell you about one. A one-off, as a matter of fact, it's not one home, it's 3 homes and a commercial space for sale in, I'm going to butcher this, but I'm going to try anyway. Panacel, Guatemala. Okay, Google it. Let me spell it for you, since I butchered how to say it. Panajachel. Panacel. My wife tells me that's how to pronounce it. Nicaragua. 3 homes plus commercial space. And it is on Lake, I get this wrong too, Atitlan, one of the most beautiful lakes in the world. As a matter of fact, Aldous Huxley described Lake Atitlan as the most beautiful lake in the world. There you go, that word for word. Aldous Huxley did. Yeah. So it's breathtaking. Google it and then do images, okay? Because then you're going to go, oh, mackerel, I'd love to live there. The total cost, $195,000. That's 3. That's 3 homes plus commercial space, okay? 3 homes. So you can rent out and have the one to live in, all of which are very, very pretty, in a gorgeous little community, about 11,000 people. It's always been a tourist community. The backpackers discovered it first, which very often happens in these Central American countries, and now the tourists have discovered it because it is the good life, as we say at the Offshore Club. The good life at a great price. This personifies it. I checked a 2-bedroom apartment on the water. 2-bedroom, and here you're getting 3 homes. 1 2-bedroom apartment on the water in Baltimore is $769,000. Now, if you're like me right now, you're saying, who in God's name would want to live in Baltimore? Well, as someone who grew up there, I can answer you, I don't know. None of the people I grew up with. It was a murder a day at least. You don't have a murder. If you have a murder a year, if that, probably, and Panhasel, that would probably be a lot shocking. And that's 3 homes for $190. Okay, remember, we're calling this section $1,000 listing Caribbean. It's a pretty good price. Okay, I checked Columbia, Maryland. I used to live in Columbia, Maryland. They have some lakes there around Thunder Hill area. They have one on Thunder Hill Road, not too far from the lake, not on the lake like these 3 for 190, but in Columbia, Maryland, not too far from the lake, 430,000. 430,000. So you see what I'm saying here? The prices are fantastic. The life is good. It's pleasant. The cost of living we just went over is minuscule. So if you buy one of these homes for literally next to nothing, and then you live there for next to nothing, you're live, as I said, the good life at a great price. The So that's my not sales pitch. If you go on, and by the way, I always make sure to tell you this. I found that on Vivian.com. I don't know any interest in Vivian. I bought a home through Vivian. Oh, geez, 10, 11, 12 years ago now in Honduras. Vivian, Viviun.com. Look this one up. You put a little up in the corner that says name of the country, type in Guatemala, and then scroll down, and you'll find this one. No, I don't get a thing off that. I honestly, God, I do not. I don't know these people who own it. They point out that they, as they say, good restaurants, nightlife, safe space to walk, run, and ride bikes. You can see the two major volcano mountains in the distance. It's 80 minutes from the airport, 80 minutes from the Pacific Ocean. They said they're selling because they need to, the wife, for family reasons, needs to move back to New Zealand. So that's my, if we had music, we'd roll the music now and say, that is for today, the Carib Carter's $1,000 listing Caribbean. You know, I think it's Wednesday or Thursday, you see Roving with Rachel. She's the single, young single executive, very successful. Tells those of you who are young what it's like to be a single person living in, I think she lives in Belize. Great show. By the way, her show on her vlog, her podcast, video podcast is excellent. Excellent. But this, they're going to tell you about how you can get one of these cozy homes, right? And, you know, I showed you, Brian's going to put up the pictures. You know, I showed you, here's look, I can do this myself, some of it. Look at that. I mean, that's beautiful, beautiful. And here, the inside, these are, to me, they're almost luxury homes. About maybe, I call them cozy homes because the interior is about 700 to 800 square feet, okay? But don't be put off by that. Those of you, you know, who have your own home already know that's not that small, but very, very well built. So everything is, you know, accommodating. That's a good word for it, and in a way spacious. Okay, if you space things right, everything's cabinets built and everything. 700 to 800 square feet, maybe a little over. Very accommodating. But here's what I want you to think about, and I think I've mentioned this in the past. When you're living in a Caribbean country, and these cozy homes are going to show you are in the Grand Highlands in Panama, okay? It's called Freedom Village, what Mike has built. Beautiful community, beautiful community. In Boquete, Panama, which is really part of one of my favorite parts of Panama. You know, I mentioned I'm not a beach person. Boquete is up in the mountains, so in the evening it's cool, okay? During the day it's 80 degrees, 70, 80 degrees or so. So it's very, very pleasant place to live. Very pleasant. You're surrounded by greenery. You're surrounded by the crystal clear creeks, bubbling streams, rich communal orchards and gardens, fresh fruit and vegetables. 270-degree view of the mountains. Okay, so this beautiful area. And don't be at all put off by saying, 800 square feet is not that big. It is that big because really, when you live in a Caribbean country, you also, don't forget, you have the veranda, and in these you have the roof, the roof balcony, or they're not called balconies, the roof, I don't know what, there's a name for it that I don't know, but you know what I'm talking about. You have your picnic table, everything on the roof. You're really looking at more like 1,200 to 1,400 square feet of living space, okay? Because when you're in a Caribbean country, and I think, and this is something I had to learn when I first moved to Honduras, and I saw people had their furniture out on their veranda, right? It's like a veranda on the roof, I guess what it is. But at first I was questioning it, I'm thinking, wow, I wonder if they take all that in the winter. I realized there's no winter. There is no winter. So you live as much outside as you do inside. You really, really do. Okay. And so when you're talking about, when you get the veranda, the balconies, the porches on these cozy homes, you're really talking about a 1,200 to 1,400 square feet living area, and just the most beautiful and accommodating environment you could possibly imagine. Okay. So watch for the webinar. You can, if you go to offshore.club, it's going to lay out all the details for you, how to tune in on it. It's 5 o'clock Tuesday, March 30th. Don't miss that. The price, we call this $1,000 home Caribbean, $1,000 home Caribbean. I think the price you're going to pay is about, first let me say, if you saw this home in this nice of an area in the United States, you may be paying 250 to 300,000 easily. When you see these pictures, Brian's going to show you. Down there, your total price is about under 130,000. Mm-hmm. That's what I said, under 130,000. It literally is a no-brainer. Plus, you're living where their taxes are almost nil. Government is not coming in with its thumb down on you all the time. You feel free. You're safe. You're living a laid-back life. Okay, string your balcony between two nearby trees. Get your margarita and relax, because that's what the Caribbean life is all about. And now you'll own it. You'll own it for under $130,000. So give your kids that. Give your kids that. Make the move offshore again. Let's do this thing. Okay, so that's the Mad Max report today. I'm not going to continue it. I just want you to know that. Let's move on to that, to something, again, enjoyable, because it's the positive part. The positive part. And that is the life you can live offshore. As you all know, I love Ryan Serhant, the $1 million, the $1 million listing New York. We do our own $1,000 listing Caribbean. And today I have what I think is a very good one for you. I've always loved Uruguay. I think part of the reason might be Uruguay is really Italy in South America. I don't know how many of you know that. Uruguay, they speak Spanish with an Italian accent, okay? Just like I speak Spanish with an English accent, they speak Spanish. And they have cobblestone streets. It's like, look it up, Google, Uruguay, Montevideo, and you're going to say, well, no, that's European. They must have mixed up the picture. That's Europe. No, that's Uruguay, okay? Great country, great, free. It's a free country. There's no this from all the politicians and the corporations. You're free to live your life, and that's what we want. It's what we bargained for. It's a social it's there, okay? But not only is it there, but the prices are incredible. And so today's $1,000 listing Caribbean, I got one for you you're just going to love. This is in Punta del Este, okay? Punta del Este. Those of you who really speak Spanish are saying, man, that guy's Spanish is awful, but that's as close as I can get. It's a peninsula, okay? Peninsula that goes out into the water, absolutely stunningly gorgeous. As a matter of fact, I'm going to ask our super producer, Brian, to show you some of the pictures of Punta del Este while I'm talking, so you can know what you're in store for. And what I found for you there, and again, it's on Vivian. Remember, I kept telling you, I don't get a penny for this, okay, from Vivian or whoever you buy. If you decide to buy this place, I don't get a penny for it. That's not my concern. I make my living as a writer, okay, and have done so for a lot of years, and God's been good to me, thank goodness. But this is out of concern for you, okay? It's out of concern for you and those you love, your children and your children's children to come, okay? This is kind of like we talk about, I write for some investment companies, talk about a legacy wealth. Well, this is legacy living, okay? So this one is the flats on the first floor. This is on Punta, and super producer Brian showing you the pictures here. 2 bedrooms, large living room with a large window with a view of palm trees and the water and the beautiful water surrounding this peninsula. Bathroom with shower, kitchen, again with the open view, and a terrace. So you go on the terrace and you look out in this beautiful, beautiful scenery around you. Okay, it's the Caribbean, for Pete's sake. I'll get to the price in a minute. Yeah, don't rush me. I'm going to get to the price. It has the microwave, washing machine, all, the proper amenities. Right at the tip of the peninsula, between the marina, where all the upscale restaurants are, and the lighthouse. Gorgeous lighthouse, gorgeous lighthouse. Google for yourself too, in addition to the super producer Brian's pictures. Google the Punta, let me get it right here, Punta del Este. So you see all these yourself. The lighthouse is just beautiful. And the nearest beach is only 150 meters away. Playa de los Ingleses. I think I pronounced that right. Only 150 miles away, and they're only 150 meters from the town shopping area. So it's perfect. It's just beautiful. It's gorgeous. 2-bedroom. The price, and this is essentially, this is almost beachfront property, folks. So it's just going to continue to escalate in price. The price for you right now, have I got a deal for you? Have I got a deal for you? The price, $50,000. Yes, I did say $50,000. You're probably talking $500,000 at least in this country, okay, for anything near comparable. $50,000. Is that incredible? If you don't want to buy it to live there or as a vacation, $50,000, that's a great vacation. Buy it as an investment because, as Mark Twain said, invest in property, they can't make more of it. Okay, so that is your $1,000 listing Caribbean for the day, and I urge you to go for it. Go for it. Take advantage of it. You cannot lose on this, and you will love living that life. Okay, I promise you. You're going to write me a thank you note one day, a thank you email saying thank you, Carter. But in the email, make sure to invite me down. Okay, so there you go. There is a Punta del Este. Grab it. It is. Let me give you the number so you can look it up yourself on Vivian. I always give you the number. Remember, if you go to Vivian, VIVIUN.com, and again, I don't get anything. I do get something for it. I get knowing that I'm helping my friends. Okay, that's what I get for it. I'm helping you live the good life at a great price and a better life than most people today can even possibly imagine. If you go to Vivian, VIVIUN.com, in the little upper left, it's a little tiny box. I don't know why they don't make it bigger, but they say location. Type in Uruguay, and then it'll take you to the page. It says property listings or rentals. Click on property listings. I'm going to give you explicit directions here. Maybe too much, but I don't want you to miss it. And I'm so bad on directions. People have to give me explicit directions, and do the and type in and look for rather the AD-1705. Okay, it's almost all the way down the page. Okay, on the first page of listings, I think it's the next one up from the bottom. Okay, or you can go to the little box I told you about up in the upper corner over here at vivian.com and just type in what I just gave you, AD-1705. It'll take you directly there. That's a couple more pictures and the full description and where you can contact them to take advantage of this, because I honestly think it's a great opportunity. So if you're interested at all, don't miss it. Don't miss it, because these things, I bought a home on Vivian years ago, and I look there all the time, and they don't last. Okay, so matter of fact, some of them I've plugged on this show are gone. Okay, and I've gotten notes from people saying thank you. So we'll say, friends and family. I have actually a twofer for you. First of all, I want to play a video. Those of you who get the Gazette, if you don't, make sure to go to offshore.club and sign up for the Offshore Gazette. Every day you'll get it, probably around noon, which is a good time, because then, if you get it in the morning, you got all these emails people have been sending you all night, and, everybody gets you an email first thing in the morning. You say, oh my God, I can't wait through all this. So the Gazette hits around noon or so. So when you're having your lunch, grab my sandwich and read the Gazette. It's great articles about offshore life, and videos. And one of them I always get this mixed up. I think it's Thursday, but it could be Wednesday, is The Community Man with Patrick Hebert. And his videos are always fantastic. And I want to play one of them for you now, just because I want to make sure you don't miss it. He gives us so many great videos. I'm not sure this one's going to be coming up. So I want to make sure you see it. So I want you to see this video about turtle rescue. Okay. A lot of us love animals. My wife and I just had doves lay their eggs in the transom above our door. We couldn't go out the door for over 2 weeks because we didn't want to disturb their life. And finally they hatched, and the little squabs, I think they're called, flew away. But if you're an animal lover like that, this is a great video. I think it lasts maybe 3 minutes at most. And it is about turtle rescue they're doing down there, okay? And you can be part of this. This is not some big organization like up here, well, you have to join the SPCA or the Humane Society, blah, blah, blah. No, you don't. No, you don't. Down there, life is still simple. This is in Nicaragua. Life is still simple. It's friends helping friends. Okay. Hey, let's get together and save these giant turtles, right? We know where their eggs are. And I think it's like 5 times the chance of survival if we bring the eggs up and rebury them in the sand and watch them hatch, watch over them to make sure no human or animal predators get to them. And 5 times the chance of survival. I think is what the video says. You'll see for yourself when you watch it. You're going to love this video. You love it for 2 reasons. One, it's going to make you feel good to see these turtles emerge, these little baby turtles, and take off and know that they're going to go live their life in that beautiful, beautiful beaches and the waters of Nicaragua. And 2, it's going to make you feel good to watch these people who have gotten together and have done this and know that one day you can be part of it, okay? And you'll know, Patrick, remember, one of the advantages of being in the Offshore Club is all these people, Patrick, Alyssa, who does her expat mom, Rachel, they're all your friends now. So you're not, when you go make your move offshore, you're not coming as a stranger, you're meeting friends, okay? You're meeting up with friends. And so watch this video and I'll be right back. So let's move on now to one thing we do that I get a lot of nice notes about. And I also post a lot of these on the Carib Carter Facebook page. So make sure you go to that. Because I try to post every day. I try to post a video to you every day because I think it's the best way for us to talk. And I love the responses I get and I appreciate it. But one of my favorite segments of this show and that I do post on there is $1,000 listing Caribbean, taken after Ryan Serahant's $1 million listing New York. And today's I just love. It's in Perita Chitre. How's that for Spanish? My wife told me how to say that. Panama. Okay, so let me tell you about this one because I kind of like it. Somebody said to me that, how come you never talk about Panama? Well, one of the reasons is, and let me make sure you understand this, your prices are going to be a little higher in Panama, okay, because it's more developed, all right? You're still freer, but your prices are going to be a little higher than they are in Honduras, Nicaragua, El Salvador, Guatemala. I'd say let's say it this way, if you can live very nicely on, let's say $1,500 a year, I wish, a month in the countries I just named, $1,500 a month, live very, very, very nicely. I'd say $2,000 to $2,500 a month in Panama or Costa Rica. Okay, that's why I don't talk as much about them. Okay, wonderful countries, a little bit higher price than I want you in a bargain price, especially right now. Okay, especially right now when you can still get in a bargain price. As the continual outmigration from the U.S. down there continues, the prices are going to rise, but you all gotten in ahead of time, and that's what I want for you. That's why one of the reasons I started the Offshore Club when I did is because I see what's coming, and we're going to talk more about that, by the way, in the interview I have coming up with Mike Cobb. So let's talk about this this property down there in Chitre, Panama. Perita Chitre, Panama. Beautiful residence on a good sized lot, 10-minute walk from the center of town, and it's a gorgeous, gorgeous town. It's one of the prettiest towns in all of Panama. Great history, a lot of expats in and out. Continual carnivals. For some reason, it's a town where they just like to enjoy themselves. Very safe, very, very enjoyable. This house is spacious, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, okay? Full kitchen, living room, dining room, laundry room, wraparound porch, very, very pretty. Let me show you a picture. I always like to print these pictures out. I know somebody said, why don't you just let your super producer Brian bring them up, but I like to show them to you myself. Isn't that lovely? That's a very, very pretty home. Very pretty, spacious home, I might add. Okay, so it has all tile floors, very recently painted. Here is the living room, dining room area. Can you see that? Isn't that lovely? Very, very open, airy, spacious. Looking out over the yard. It has fruit trees, and here's another picture of the. And remember, folks, when I'm showing you this, I want to make clear, I do not get any money if you buy this home. Okay, I don't get any money. I get this. I should have said this at the beginning. I get this off Vivion. I tell you this every week. I know. VIVIUN.com. I'm not on their payroll. I don't get a commission from them. I bought a home there myself 10, 11 years ago. I think it's a great place for you to look. Okay. For this home, go to the little box up in the corner. You type in this number, and it's going to take you right to this listing. Okay. 292. Let me get it right. 279277. All right, let's do it again. 279277. All right. It's going to take you right to this home, that beautiful home I just showed you. Terrace, appliances, laundry room, patio, cable TV, a wraparound porch with Greek columns, as you just saw. And just a little, it's 4 hours from Boquete. It's very near the beach, gorgeous beach right there near Parita. Lovely, lovely town. Parita has about 40,000 people. Very friendly, everything you could ever want. Gorgeous mall, by the way. Look it up. Parita. Parita. Get there in a matter of minutes. Okay. And for this house, the asking price is, now if this house, again, we're in, let's say this house was in, because it's near a beach, in the Florida beach area, California beach area, I'm saying you probably pay, I'd say with this size home, 3-bedroom, 2 baths, probably, I think you're looking $300,000, don't you think? About this, somewhere around there. They're asking maybe more, particularly with the yard, size of the yard, 120,000 total. And remember, go in and offer 100. Okay, that's what you go in and say, I saw it, I like it a lot. Let's deal. You want to sell, I want to buy. How about 100? We're done. Good deal. Everybody wins. Everybody wins. I think you might, maybe they'll come back, say 110, whatever. But even if you paid the full 120, it's a great price. It's a great price for that home. So that's your $1,000 listing, Caribbean, which I think is just fantastic. Okay, most of the time I keep them under 100,000, but I think this one's pretty good. Okay, and don't forget our partner for Offshore Club, ECI Development. It has a lot of the homes in Nicaragua, beachfront, for 130. Very, very, very nice. In the Grand Pacifica. Look that up as well. GRAN Pacifica, 130. Okay. Tell Mike you want a deal on that as well. Why not? You got nothing to lose. So that's the deal, folks. Look it up. There's when you click on the little box I just sent you, that's what you're going to see. It's going to be in color. And I think you're going to love it. I think you are absolutely going to love it. And I think it's a heck of a deal. It's a heck of a deal. And I want you to take advantage of it. You will love living in Panama. Panama is a very modern country. Okay, very, very modern country. Panama City is just when you go visit there, it's only a couple hours from Parita. You're gonna feel like you're in a very beautiful, modern, but safe. What used to be safe American city. Clean as a pin. It's a great place to live. Panama's a great place to live. And so check that out. Check it out. I gave you the number. Go vivion.com. Type it in. Check it out. Again, I don't make any money from this. It's not a matter of me making money. It's you making a good life for yourself. Okay? As a matter of fact, a great life for yourself. Somewhere you can bring the family and kids down, the grandkids, whatever. Okay? So there you have it. The $1,000 listing, Caribbean, and check it out. Check it out. All right, folks. So that's the other side of it. Ring that bell to maintain your independence, and don't ring that bell to maintain your independence. Either way, I want you to control that bell in your life. Okay, that's what I want for you, and that you can do with your offshore move to the good life at a great price. Reassert your independence. Reassert your control of your own life. Reassert every dream you've ever had. And now, at last, say, it's mine, it's my bill, it's my life, and I'm going to dream of things as they could be and say, why not? All right? So let's do this thing, and I'll see you next week.
And that's a wrap. Thanks for joining us at the Offshore Club. For more information on the Offshore Club or to contact Carib Carter, visit www.offshore.club today. www.offshore.club. That's www.offshore.club. See you next time at the Offshore Club. For more information on the Offshore Club or to contact Carib Carter, visit offshore.club today. Offshore.club. That's offshore.club. See you next time at the Offshore Club.